So what we're saying is that for every crime, there's sort of a circle of blame or punishment that goes around it. The immediate perpetrator and his purposes are examined, and he gets something that's befitting to that. Those people who watched it and helped get a level of punishment. Those people who watched it and didn't comment on it or didn't do anything to stop it get another level, and those people who are unaffected, innocent bystanders have no culpability despite the fact that they were there. Thus, we get the concept of mida keneged mida, measure for measure, being meted out to all of those people in the circumstance, versus generally distributed to the door, to the generation, which is what happened before this, when strict justice was applied to everybody. Um, 25, ka'asher, like that. This is a mercha, so this is going to be slightly connected to what's gone on before, and sweep us forward into what's going to go on afterwards. This indiscriminate kind of punishment had already occurred, like that which occurred recently, i.e. with the flood, as disclosed by the directional shape of the reading mark. So it's lightly connected to everything that's gone on before, but it's going to move us forward into asiti, like that I did. In this case, I did above the measure of justice, having put everybody under a common roof. So the rules before were the entire generation is judged for the morality of the generation, and the rules afterwards are measure for measure, depending on your level of participation, is your level of culpability and your level of ultimate punishment. And we have a remark, leiv or levav. Although the expressions are similar and are also related, they were synonymously translated by everybody, including the dictionary, as the heart. Yet their difference can be traced throughout the entire Tanakh, or the Bible. A, leiv, the central organ, indicates the brain, and the product of it, the thought, which gives an impulse to the periphery for performance via the heart. This is also the meaning in this sentence. So again, when we translated leiv as mind, we're talking about intention to do something by considered action. So leiv, in fact, refers to mind, not to emotion or heart. Levav indicates all organs as extension of the heart and brain due to adequate stimuli from the nerve centers, along with blood from the heart, for effective performance. Thus, all the organs of the body receiving pulsating arterial blood from the heart may be considered as the peripheral heart, levav. This meaning is outlined by the duplication of the beit in the form of levav, expressing the consequence of the pulse synchronizing with the heartbeat. So when we have a sentence that uses the word levav, we don't have that here, but we will have it throughout Tanakh, then we're truly talking about the consequence of leiv upon body, or the flow of what happens from A to B, and that's much more of an emotional response, i.e. what we would call heart, than leiv, which is an intentioned action, which we've thought about, which he translates here as mind. So again, we're gonna read through the pasuk out loud, and we'll see the struggle that comes with the zarka, the conclusion and the grace that comes with the segol, the declaration that comes with the kadma v'yazla, Yomer Hashem, Osif, with the Tlisha Gdolah, which is going to stand by itself. You're going to have this thing that you're given at the beginning, and you've got to stick to that and use that to raise yourself above l'kalel, what you're going to get punished for if you do wrong, separating yourself out from odet hadama, from what's going to come to those who are peripherally damaged by it. They're connected, but they're separated. And again, this key with the Klisha Gdolah that's going to stand by itself, that's going to say these are the new rules and you've got to pay attention to them. The Yetzer, which is going to be inclination, which is going to separate itself up from the way that's gone before and move forward. So you're going to see all of these things in the way that the notes space out the words. Vayarach ad Hashem et reach hanichoach vayomer ad Hashem elibo lo osif lekalel od et hadama bavur hadam ki yetzer lev adam ra minurav v'lo osif od v'hakot et kol chai kasher asiti. Again, you see the pauses and you see the level of emphasis that they give and the level of separation of concepts from things that are going to go after them. I think we'll end here for the week.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I think there was a lot of significant things that we touched on and talked about, and I'm a little sorry that our little conversation went off tape, but we'll try in future to make sure that most of those stay on tape. Have a good week.
Thank you
Yes,
for this wonderful lesson.